how to do that, man. Go on how to do that, Isaac. How you do that, Isaac?
I just go to her page and share her post.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple, huh?
Yes, sir.
You're live, Chairman.
Huh?
You're live.
You live?
We live.
You live. All right. Well, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up, gentlemen?
Happy Black History, period.
Right.
Not just
Right.
not just a month, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Just happy Black History, period. Boy, we look so damn good on this damn screen. Look at
Yes,
us.
sir.
Look at us, boy. Black excellence in the building. Right? My man,
Yeah.
Isaac, what's going on?
What's up, my brother? How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Marcus, what's happening?
What's up, man? What's up? What's up?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. What's up, Black Tie Gray? What's going on?
What's going on, Trevor? I appreciate that.
and the woman behind the scenes, the woman behind, we call her Isaac.
T Money.
T Money.
So what's up,
T
T
Money.
Money? All right. There you go. So, hey, I'm excited about tonight's show. I'm excited about all month show because tonight we're going to we're going to highlight a lot of our Black excellence. I don't want to call it Black history. I'm going to call it Black excellence because that's what it is, you know. So, and we're going to put a little spin on it with finances and everything. And so, hope you guys learn a whole lot about what we're going to talk about today, and also next week and weeks after that. So today is February 2nd. Okay, my birthday, by the way, is February 11th. All right. So just so y'all know, and we're gonna kick it off today with the start of our Black History, month as far as finance go. And I think these topics will be pretty good, or be very good, because it represents us and what we've done over the years and what we'll continue to do over the years to come. So tonight's topic is what again, Isaac?
All right, so the night's topic, we're busting myths up.
Oh, busting up, I love that. Busting up.
So we're busting up myths, and we are, of course, attacking the lottery. And then, of course, us with our mindset being so easily led by following different posts that we see without doing any research or anything like that. I do want to commend you though before I go any further. Trevor was looking so fresh last week, and he was like, "I got a complimentary suit as well. I'm going to wear." So he's a man of his word. That's really all I'm saying. He's a man of his word because he said he was going to wear the opposite. He said he had both, just in different lapels. He rocked them both. So I just want to, he's a man of his word. He rocked them both. So I just
I'm glad somebody recognized it.
He's a man of his word.
So does anyone have anything planned for the month? Anything big, special? Anybody?
Well, somebody's got the news on, so if they could mute
that. We want to hear that.
They can mute the news.
Yeah.
Well, man, as a Muslim, I got the end of the month, we got something called Savior's Day. This will be the first time in the Safari Khan won't necessarily, I don't know if he'll be speaking or not. I think he's taken a step down from that for a while. So, but that's always one of the things that we do during Black History Month. So I'm certainly looking forward to that. And then I'm looking forward also to Mommies and Money and Fathers and Finances coming head to head.
The collab,
I'm certainly looking forward to that at the end of the month. Where we could do a little debate and stuff going on. So I'm certainly looking forward to that.
The collab, okay.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Anything, Marcus?
Oh no, I was just piggybacking off Isaac. Definitely looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun.
Okay. Patrick, you?
It's gonna be a big bang. I know that for sure. It's gonna be a big bang. Mommies and Money, I sat in a few weeks back, and very great material. I love what the ladies was doing there. Love what the mommies was sharing, and they did a little bit picking on me when I was in there, so I got to get mine. Not necessarily picking on me, but if you're the only man in the room, you know what happens with that.
They gonna get you.
They gonna get you. You gotta speak for everybody. You gotta speak for every man that's walking the face of the earth. So hey, I took the brunt of that, but I did it with joy and a smile. You know what I mean?
For sure.
All right, cool. So to start off tonight's show, I want to ask, what is it about our Black excellence? Why is it that we're so great in so many things? Okay, whether it be inventions, whether it be the way we think, whether it be our courage, our physicality, we're great in so many areas. Okay, but that one area of finance, right? Okay, and that's what I want to ask. Why is it that seems to be a topic that we just can't seem to grab? What's causing that roadblock, that block of, okay, I can be great in athletics, I can be great in everything else that is put in front of me. When it comes to my money, I'm just not good at that. Why do you think that is, guys?
That go way back, in my opinion.
Okay.
That ain't nothing we just, you know what I mean, just not, we just, since slavery days, we, you know what I mean, everything have been pretty much stripped from us. You know what I mean? And it's just, we just got the natural, the physicality and all of that, sports and, everything, like you said, everything else we seem to be really good at, but finances. And that's, I really feel like it's a big part of it, because that was stripped. Like, even
and we're
though,
far from dumb,
right, far from dumb, but it was just like so much, the knowledge. It was like at one point it was like you were getting killed if you were trying to educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's tough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'd be dead. I'd be dead. That was me. I'd be dead.
Facts. It's tough. You know what I mean? So all we can do is really just kind of go with the flow, and you know what I mean, gain knowledge as we see fit. I mean, hopefully you've been brought up in a pretty, by some pretty decent parents to kind of give you the gist of, just gaining knowledge, always educating yourself and learning more. And because there's more out of life than what you was brought up with, whether it was bad, you know what I mean? It's more to life than just what you've seen when you were younger and in your younger years. And you can evolve and create a great future for yourself. But yeah, I think slavery, I think it goes way back there, honestly. You know what I mean? As far as the point of finance, because that's how you just, everything, we pretty much, like you see, we really pretty much good at everything. But finances,
Yeah.
like how we not educated, or you know what I mean? How do we miss that?
So Isaac,
Yo,
do you think some of that disparity could be some of the myths that we believe, that we talk about?
it's certainly some of the myths, brother. So, for instance, our excellence, whether it's, and I want to be very clear, we've got some financial giants.
Mm-hmm.
There are financial giants in the Black community. So I want to be extremely clear about that. I don't want to say that they're not. Collectively speaking, we are not giants, collectively speaking.
Right.
We've got individuals who are absolutely brilliant, but collectively we are not. So, I was thinking about some of our entertainers. Sammy Davis Jr. died broke. His managers, all white, died rich. The comedian Red Fox, same thing. Many of our entertainers, sports stars, all of these types of things, all these type of people, they get money, have tons of it, die broke. But the people who manage them, typically white people, they die rich. And so a lot of that is the Willie Lynch syndrome, where we don't, when it comes to money, if they ain't white, we don't trust them. We're not, it's people right now that's on all of our pages as we promote this going, ain't them, what they know? They don't know nothing. They on our pages right now looking at us talking about fathers and finances going, they don't know nothing. I knew OC, my nickname, for back in the day. I knew OC when his mama spanked him at school or something like that. What does he know? He was a hard head then. We all grow and, we all got, but they won't give each other that chance. And then of course, miseducation. We feel intimidated in certain areas. Like we're comfortable in football. We're comfortable in sports. We're comfortable in entertainment. But when you start getting around white people and money, or anybody in money really, we get intimidated by that. And all of it has to do with miseducation and the myths that we were taught.
I think also too, Isaac, I think that, Black people we are, see, I'm the type of person that I never want to get mad at the person, okay? Because every person is a good person, all right? So to get around that, I try not to get mad at the person, okay? But I get mad at the person's behavior, okay? Because at the end of the day, that's pretty much what people get upset about, your behavior, not necessarily you as an individual, but your behavior. And I believe that Black people have a bad habit of being easily manipulated, okay, in the areas where, as you said, they're not comfortable in, okay, all right? I mean, I played football. I didn't play football until I was a freshman in high school, okay, all right? Now, my first year, I wasn't that good, but I was good enough to go to varsity, start all 4 years, and get a scholarship to play ball in college, okay? But I had to learn the rules about whatever it is I was trying to do. So I think when it comes to, you know, to when you have money and finances, people automatically think, oh yeah, you gotta be smart to do that, okay?
Right.
No, you don't. Okay, I am a college dropout, all right? All right, a college dropout, okay? I have nothing that says I know about money, finance, or whatever. But I learned the rules, okay, that enable me to do well in life in that area. But I do think that we have a bad habit of being manipulated in areas where cognitive thinking or whatnot seems to be the virtue. And that right there in and of itself is a myth. Okay, that right there is a myth, that we can't handle brain type information, brain type job, brain type career. Yes, we can, because it's been proven that we can. I think what it is we're too easily swayed in what we're told, and basically and who is telling it to us. Okay. And let me tell you something, there are other races and cultures that don't care who's giving the information. Okay. They judge the information, and that's it. Not the person who's giving the information.
That's it.
Okay. And we as a culture, Black people, we are too facetious, man. Okay. We make too much jokes about the stuff that we don't know. Right. I mean, I got a wife that all through high school, you know, she was told, oh yeah, you talk white, you don't get a good job. Are you kidding me? You know,
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that goes on, and that has to stop. Has to stop. That right there is a myth in my part. Okay.
Right.
And what other myths do you think around that, Isaac?
Well, as you know, brother, in our production meeting, we had like 1,000 million kajillion myths that we would pull up that we could all find. As Ludacris said, a fulfillion of them. And and remind me in the production meeting to tell you guys George Bush Brazilian joke. So I won't say that today, but it's about money. So remind me to tell you. But one of the myths that we have is about how, you know, lotto.
Oof, a lot
and trying to, that's how we're going to get money. I mean, I know family members that put, like when they get ready to take that $2, $1 to the store, they put it in the Bible. Like so for the Bible to bless it. And they carry that Bible around with them all day, and they, you know, kissing it or whatever. And then they take it to the store and they put that in there like God's going to, and they do that religiously.
Yeah.
And, you know, so here in Georgia, you got 4 days out the week where you're going to contribute at least $2 for those 4 days. So that's a minimum. So that's $8 a week, every week. That's not a whole lot of money, but if you've been playing the lottery for 20 years, I mean, come on, bro, that's, I mean, what can you be doing with that? You know what I'm saying? And that's on the minimum.
Isn't it said that most people, or the avid players, spend about 6% of their income on lottery tickets?
Yep.
Right? You know what I call lottery? I call lottery hope.
It is.
Hope.
But it's despair, brother.
There are so many people. They are lined up at that quick stop. They are lined up all to buy some damn hope.
Yeah.
That's what I call lottery. I call it hope.
Oh man. So I'm gonna tell you a pet peeve. and this is almost like to the point of fighting pet peeve. So if anybody's on here and you see me in the gas station on a Friday getting gas, and you in there buying lotto tickets, and I'm trying to get in and out, I'm in my mind, I'm doing like this. Oh, I'm doing like that because I can't stand it. Because they sitting there going, you know what? Let me I just got 8 on this. Let me get a lucky 7 and a this and a that. And I just want to scream, man, hurry your butt up. I gotta get gas. I can't be sitting up here watching you guess for the next 20 minutes. I got stuff to do. Go guess on somebody else's time. You know what I'm saying? I can't, that literally drives me crazy. I can't stand it.
People be having like legit strategies on how
I know, bro.
Like, oh man, it's crazy.
I know.
So Tanisha, bring up some of the visual on the lotto stuff here. All right. Now, first off, if you can't imagine $1,000, you can't imagine 10,000. Okay. And that right there is a big myth too. Okay.
Right.
Because people think that, okay, if I get this money, all my problems are solved. And that's not the case. Okay?
Right.
There have been so many cases where life gets worse for people because they have this.
After they won the lottery.
After they won the lottery. Yes. It isn't about just winning the money. Okay. It's about, can you manage that money, adult wise, because financial literacy is what is needed to do this, because that is the how to the what when it comes to finance it, especially the lottery. What's the next slide there, Tanisha?
Hey, real quick though, on this slide, if you can't handle $1,000, it's true. If you win $1 million, you're probably going to lose that as well. But I also, since this is Fathers and Finance, I just want to drop a little something here. If you can't handle one woman, why you out there trying to play and get 3 and 4 women? Learn how to take care of the one you got, because that rule applies to a whole bunch of things. So not just money. If you you're trying to be a player, take care of the one you got, bro. Don't be worrying about all that. And real quick example. My wife, when we first got out of college, she had a coworker that won $10,000 in the lotto. She quit her job.
What?
She told them people deuces. And my wife remember I remember her coming home like, Shirley quit her job. I'm like, for what? She's like, she won $10,000. 2 months later, she was back asking for a job. They didn't even terminate.
Is that a true story?
Her paperwork.
That true story, Pat? That true story?
Look, ask my wife. Ask Charlene. They didn't even fully terminate this girl, brother. They didn't fully terminate. It was like, it's $10,000. She'll be back. She was a good worker, so they let her come back in 2 months, bro. It was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months, it was gone.
Okay. It was gone, bro. She quit her job over $10,000.
Yeah, her action was like she won 250 million.
That's
right. That's when you quit.
Right.
That's funny. That's
all
funny.
Right.
That's funny. Now, hold on, Keisha. Why is it again? Number 1 and number 2. Most lottery tickets are bought in poor neighborhoods. Okay. And they're bought in places with more minorities. All right. Can somebody please answer that and tell me why is that the case?
Hope, like you said.
Hope, brother.
It's a lot of them minorities in the trenches. So they trying to the easiest way out, the quickest way they could find, to gain that big amount of money to quote unquote do something with it. But without that financial literacy, they ain't gonna go far with it. But yeah, man, it's really just people just hoping to get that big hit and do what they say they're gonna do, I guess.
I like what Jennifer Smith just said: rich versus wealth versus wealth. Okay, most people that buy the lottery, they're looking to get rich.
Yeah.
Right. And because and wealth and riches or being wealthy and rich are 2 different things. Okay. Yep. Rich is just a bunch of money. That's right. But to be wealthy is to know how to go create that money. right? And that's probably why number one and number two is up there, because most people, especially in our culture, don't know how to create that money, right? The financial literacy. Go to slide number 2 there, Tanisha.
You know, a famous quote on that as we switch slides is from Chris Rock. Chris Rock famously said, "Shaq is rich. The man that pays Shaq is wealthy." So
He on his way though. He on his way though.
yeah.
He on his way though.
But I will say,
Shaq was one of the smarter ones.
no, he made this joke when Shaq was still playing in the league.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But Shaq is closely approaching wealthy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaq
I
is
see there.
he's creating a whole nother level. But when he made that joke, he was maybe 4 or 5 years in the league.
Well, let me ask you a question, Isaac and Patrick and Marcus. What do you think we would do if there wasn't no lottery? What's your next step?
I know a lot of people would be in despair, brother. I'm just
desperate.
I know a lot of people that would be in despair. I remember I told you guys in the production meeting, when I lived in Florida, there was this convenience store, a real popular convenience store. And it would be,
yeah, David, there you go.
Right. That's right, David.
Right?
That's right. That's right.
Do the susu, do the susu.
You might have a lot more people susu.
Yeah. But man, they used to sit up, bro, and plan. Like they would be every Saturday, be in there planning. Like literally, they'd all be at a table discussing strategies. And I mean, if you took that away from them, man, and you don't live in a place where there's a casino, like David just wrote down, then it's just straight despair. I mean,
now look at that last bullet point there, man. Okay, 15% of millennials say that the lottery is their retirement plan. You know what that tells me? That tells me that those people, if that's what you view it as, there is no one in your life that's teaching you the language of money.
Right.
Okay. If a lottery is if that is your come up and your only come up, okay, you need help. You need help. And you need a completely changed mind on how you view money and finances. Because I mean, yes, I played the lottery. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I wish I would have won that damn Powerball, but I didn't. Okay, I'm straight, right? But to put it in a sector of your life as, okay, this is part of my plan to get to be easy. All right, to buy this ticket. Okay, and I gave Tanisha a slide. Let's slide Tanisha next. Right, this is how you identify your damn lottery ticket. Okay, every number right there represents something. All right. Right there, and people bought this stuff in the drove last week, okay? Because people are viewing this as their hope, okay, and their only means of getting ahead in life and in general, their kid life. So I do believe that a lot of people in our culture need individuals like us, but at the same time, that mindset has to change. It needs to change, and it begins there. And
I like 53.
53. What that one say?
How many times you stood in front of the bathroom mirror telling your how many times tell them to kiss your behind?
Yeah, and that's exactly how it is, man.
Right.
And the lottery is I'm not saying the lottery ain't fun to play, okay? But it's definitely a big myth if you're talking about, okay, I'm gonna hit this thing because I had a dream last night about these numbers, and I'm gonna play it, and then boom, here it go. So lottery to me is a big myth, right? Marcus, Patrick, can y'all tell me any other myths out there?
Oh man, social media. We the younger crowd for the most part take these quotes and I don't know, they just run with them, have belief in them and whatnot. It's social media with the misleading of the youth.
Here's the thing about social media, man.
Just so easily,
I think, and and again, ain't every Black person out there, okay?
Right.
But so many Black people, their minds are so easily molded in the wrong way and for the wrong reasons, okay? And look, I'm okay with social media, IG, Facebook, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It has its place, okay? But it doesn't have a place in telling you how to think,
Right.
how to live, how to conduct yourself, okay?
Yeah.
I go through so many posts where I see these posts on that tell you how, if your man ain't doing this, then he ain't a good man, okay? If your husband ain't doing this, then he ain't a good husband, okay? I'm not saying you can't ask people for help, okay? But a lot of these people are running their lives based on what comes across their feed on IG or Facebook.
For sure.
And that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
You can't think for yourself. I mean, all the great people of color that come through our history, and this being Black History Month, I said I'm good with numbers and dates, right? Okay. Well,
Don't start this trivia stuff, bro.
here we go.
I don't.
Okay, I won't even ask you. Okay, I won't even ask you. I'm gonna ask all the females online. Females, okay, tell me what happened. What happened? Okay, females, what happened? All right, in November of 1951. Can y'all tell me? Any female, what happened November 1951? Can anyone tell me? Type it in. All right, don't know. Okay. Back in 1951, there was this beautiful young lady, okay? Her name was Christina Jenkins, right? And what did she invent? She invented the sew-in, okay?
What?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So the sew-in, the weave, was a Black woman creation.
1951.
1951. Christina Jenkins, okay, from Ohio, okay? She used to work for Madison J. Walker, all right? She worked at a wig factory, and she just learned how to tie or how to sew the hair onto the cornrows, okay? She took it to a patent company, and they approved it. And she opened up a weave shop in I think it was somewhere in Cleveland, Shaker Heights, I think it was, and it closed down in 1993. Okay, so the hair weave women, all right, was invented by a Black woman. How many of y'all knew that? Now you know that, okay? And that's the one thing y'all will buy religiously, right? That and lotto tickets, right? Okay, okay. So it's amazing how many accomplishments we've had in life, okay? But when it comes to financing, we just can't get that right, And it goes back to the basics of understanding and learning about money, because there are umpteen. I mean, high heel shoes. Who made that? That's Black people. Okay.
That was a brother, right?
A Black man. Yes. High heel shoes. Okay. The traffic light.
I appreciate that, brother.
Right.
Traffic light.
I appreciate it.
I mean, all these things, Black people, so it's not like we can't accomplish these things. We can, put your mind to it. The same way you put your mind to anything else, you can have this. You can do this. You could do this. So, the lottery, all these myths, I'm sorry, it's a, there she is, right there. Look at
Oh man, look at that.
Fine, boy. Look at it. There she go, right there. That's her.
Come on.
That's her. That's her. Christina Jenkins. That's her.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. She ain't been in the hair weave.
Nice.
That Black don't crack, brother. She probably 65 years old right now.
Right, exactly.
Or she
She
be
probably
crazy.
65 right there.
Right.
So if you got hair weave in your hair,
Oh man.
you like the extensions, hey, thanks to her. Christina,
Right.
thank you to her. So
She was thinking about y'all.
Exactly.
All right, so I wanted to touch on it just a little bit.
Go ahead, Patrick.
As far as, you spoke about why is it hard for people to actually look at their finances and actually go and learn.
All right. Well,
And
hey, so
how the lotto is a shortcut. A lot of people
Come on now.
want shortcuts to success. They
Yeah.
always, me being one of them. I thought a long time that I wanted to get there fast. With society moving at a fast pace, we want to look for shortcuts instead of actually really applying ourselves to learn something. And once we learn something, I heard a quote from Jackie Chan say, "You only have to learn something one time. You have it for the rest of your life." But we don't. But a lot of times, you think about learning that, and you like, I'm take a long time. I gotta try. You know, I gotta sit down and study. I gotta put some effort behind it. We like a lot of things to come easy, and the saying that nothing that's great comes easy.
Right.
Pressure busts pipes, and it's a lot of people that are here and that can't handle that pressure. It's hard to be a leader. It's hard to go study and learn about finances so that you be able to make the right decisions. It's hard to swallow your pride and say, "Hey, I'm going to learn this so I can teach the people around me."
Right.
Not because I want it, because I want to see something else happen for me in my life. I want to see something else different. And we run into that. And it's easy for people to talk about it, but it's hard to make that first step.
So
It's hard to make that first step.
So Patrick, are you saying it's too slow
Is it too slow
as far as the
for the
process
modern
goes?
day? For the modern, I don't believe so. I don't believe
Okay.
so. I think that day by day, one day at a time, you take one step. The first thing about it is I believe that people are scared of that first step. It's just like going to the gym. It's just like working out and getting to that place. If you believe that you'll never be there, you're never going to be there because you're never going to take the first step to get there. And then if you do take the first step, are you motivated enough? Are you disciplined enough to continue the course, to complete your mission, to see it through? And a lot of people, just simple as, us being on this call and putting it together, they not going to do it. You can tell somebody everything to do to be right, to win. P. Diddy can come in here on this call with us right now and tell you every step how to become a music mogul. If you don't believe that you can do it, it don't matter who gonna tell you how to do it. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Isaac.
No, I was gonna say Patrick was making some excellent points, man, and I thought too, about this instant gratification and these social media things. It also applies to religion, and what I mean by that is with these social media posts, I've been trying to find that scripture where Jesus tells everybody to post this in 10 seconds to 20 of your friends, and then you get money. I can't find that.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it for 2 days. I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. Okay, I let you down. I did. I apologize. I apologize for that. I told you, Isaac. I'm sorry. Okay, like, geez.
But think on that. How many times do you get that? You get that thing. I'm pass this on to 20 of your friends if you ain't afraid to say that you love Jesus or Muhammad or whoever it is. And then, you're going to get a blessing at the end of the week. I obviously am a man of faith. I certainly believe in professing faith, but you shouldn't have to tie money to that. God has got plenty of examples of going out and work through all the scriptures of the Bible, the Quran, whatever book you want to look at, going out and working and doing what you got to do and multiplying money. As a matter of fact, the scripture talking about the talents is really about, the way I look at it, is compound interest. You know what I'm saying? Multiplying your work, multiplying your work.
Yes.
And then go on and bring it back. So we use religion. We not just the social media posts, as Patrick said. We use religion. We use all types of things to keep us from doing the actual work that we have to do. We will work for a party. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm grabbing my head, bro, because I'm thinking about that damn Popeye's chicken sandwich and how dedicated we were to that.
Oh my God.
Boy,
Oh my God.
Oh my
And
God.
how much
Blew it
money,
up.
we made Popeyes.
Yes.
We
Tom
made
Ford.
Popeyes billions of dollars.
And
Like
that's
we
what-
ain't never seen a chicken sandwich before.
And that's
You know
what
what
I
I'm saying?
mean by easily molded, man, manipulated. It's like we get so crazy over dumb shit.
Right.
Okay. And, and actually, I mean, and get violent about it too. Like, knock me. Yeah.
People died over a chicken sandwich.
Over
fellas.
chicken sandwich.
Right.
A
Right.
chicken sandwich.
Right.
We on here talking about, man, look, if you you got millionaires, then you got 100,000aires, then you got thousandaires. If you a hundredaire, you know what I'm saying? You need to be on this call, learning how to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about how to get a chicken sandwich. You need to be, if not this call, somebody's call on how to create wealth for yourself. You need to be on somebody's call on how to learn something different, man. We just are so easily led in the wrong direction. Hard to be led in the right direction. And don't get me wrong, as a young man, I was led in many directions, not all of them right, but I had good parents and all that type of stuff. But still, I did what I did based off of what I knew. And it's so easy to be led in the wrong direction. But if you know that you want something better, not just for yourself, but for your future, then you should be doing something different. You got to be planning different, bro.
So I wanted to say one thing that I think we all should take into, we in the beginning of the year, we should take it in. Trust again. I understand that we've been lied to. I understand you've been bamboozled before. I understand that it don't even sound far-fetched, but we have to trust again. If we see, I talked to some of my associates on here, and I met a black man at the gym the other day. He was talking to me about stocks, and I don't know much about stocks. Anytime that I need to know something, I go talk to somebody who's in compliance with stocks, have their security license, and I say, hey, I need to know a little bit about this. But I understand that it's hard to trust when we're in the position that we're in.
Why is that? Why is that, Patrick? Why is that? Why is it? Why? I'm sorry. Why in the hell are we? I get it. But why are we so mistrusting, even of our own culture and our own race?
Well, I believe it's a system. I feel like it's a systematic thing for, the media puts in it to not trust our brother. For one thing, this is what I challenge you to do. Okay, have y'all ever been out with your girlfriends? For the girls out here, or a group of your guy friends, and y'all walking the street, right? Y'all having a good time. Maybe y'all bar hopping. Y'all ain't out there to do nothing, cause no strife or nothing, right?
Right.
Y'all having a good time. If y'all see a one individual, it might be a guy, and he's walking down. He by himself. I guarantee you, he feeling some type of way, because we don't even speak to each other when we see each other on the street. How can I trust you if you don't even open your mouth to acknowledge that my existence is there? I tell people all the time, I say, hey, a lot of you say, oh, I'm antisocial, and they make it like it's a big thing, like it's a cool thing to be antisocial. No, that's a weird thing.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing, because you know why? Because we're social beings. We're supposed to be in a crowd. If something is going on, if you're in the woods and you got a bunch of people in the woods,
Right,
I guarantee you would love to be around everybody else instead of scattered around in the woods.
And we in the financial.
That's the thing about us trusting each other. First, we gotta open our mouth.
Isaac.
Yo.
You see David's little
Yeah.
quote. Now
You said David said what now?
David said
Look at the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were saying
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, for
They even rap about it. How they do, you know what I'm saying? How they lawyers is like they don't like Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's it. The Jewish. I'm telling you, every big time they talk about how Jew is somewhere in something, and they mix up something with their business. It's crazy.
Because I know about the music industry, because I manage a few artists, they make them say those things. If you don't say what they want on the agenda, you're not getting out, no matter how good you are. Do you hear the rap that's on there right now? Do you hear what's on the radio right now? It's one song that makes me sick. This girl raps about move your body like a snake. And that's it. And then it's snake. And I said to myself, because I manage artists, and I'm like, she ain't talking about Nathan. Why is she on the radio?
Right. Well, you know, brother, when it comes to that, that's where we fall down as far as managing our finances. You know, when if we had a collective where brothers like us, people like-minded like us, not necessarily us, but like-minded like us, we could look like prime example, LeBron James. LeBron James made it to the NBA. He took his friends that he grew up with, his trusted friends, paid for their education, and they all manage him, and they manage his products. They manage all of these other things. He helped them create wealth, and their job is to go out and help create wealth for other people. If we did that more often, like LeBron James has done, he's really the cash cow, but he had a vision of what he wanted his community to look like. People can say what they want to about the GOAT between who's the best, but as far as I'm concerned as a person, LeBron James by far is the best because he's taken his money, gone back into the community, invested it, and done all of that. So when you're talking about these rappers and these people that do all of these different types of things, and they have to go to people that don't have our best interests at heart, then that's where we leave them. It's our responsibility to teach them and educate them. You know, I was at a seminar with Dr. Wesley Muhammad, and he's friends with David Banner. I don't know if all of you guys know who David Banner is as a rapper, but David was in there, and he asked David to speak on a couple of things. And David said, you know, if you know about what David raps about now versus what he rapped about when he first came out, it's 180. So David, when he first came out, he said that the Jewish man that signed him told him what to rap about. Of course, he was rapping about ignorance. And he told him out of his mouth, the words that you rap about, the songs that you rap about, the topics that you rap about are perfect. Listen to his words, are perfect for the Black community. But I wouldn't support anybody like that coming to the Jewish community, but you can do it for yours. And David said it kind of set him aback, but it didn't make him think until much later. And then he realized, he was like, man, this man is basically saying filth and debauchery is perfect for the Black community.
And that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. I mean, do you know how that marginalizes us?
Exactly.
And belittles us, right? And you wonder why people don't have anyone like us to look up to, because the debauchery that's being put up on us, like the only way for us to have anything that's even worthwhile is if it's sexy, you know,
right.
if it's a little on the ignorant side, you know, and I'm tired of being viewed like that.
Right, but that's our previous generation's fault for not setting that up, and it's going to be our fault if we don't set that up. We've got to take this financial education. I mean, the financial education, brother, isn't just about us educating people and helping their lives. It literally changes everything that goes on in the Black community, because every single Black person has a different love, a different goal, a different something that they want to go in. So if there's since we're talking about rap, if Patrick is managing rap moguls or rappers, we got to get him, which he's doing, but I'm saying we got to have more people like him doing financial education so that he can protect the rappers that he wants out there, and they can put out the content that they want to have. financial education isn't just about life insurance. I mean, it literally affects everything that's going on in the Black community. White people don't worry about like we worry about how we're represented in media, but white people don't worry about how they're represented in media because they're represented all the way through, bad, good, whatever. You can have a white superhero. It's not, I mean, it was ridiculous. It was good and ridiculous at the same time that Black Panther was as successful as it was. It was a huge first for us, but it was 2018, 2017. Why was it a first? Why was it a first? Why did it have, like, we couldn't see ourselves as that until 2017, 2018? Why aren't we using money to do our own studios? We were just talking about Nat Turner's movie in the production studio in our production meeting and how they cut out certain scenes that actually happened during the Nat Turner movie. He had to go to people that didn't have our best interest at heart. Why couldn't we just go fund it? You know, Byron Allen tried to fund this movie and they outbid him. Black man knows about money. Byron Allen is almost a billionaire by himself. Former comedian, almost a billionaire right now. Well, didn't we have some of these slides? I think we're missing some slides on the. We've been straight ripping, bro.
Yeah.
I want to say, Isaac, that because we're on this call today and what we've been doing, we're part of that. And we got to recognize the impact that we're making. Yeah. Because there are people that are out there that are doing things such as Tyler Perry, where I drove past his studio out here in Atlanta the other day, and he bought out so many acres out that way. Yep. And it's really on us. Before I look and say, oh, this person ain't doing that, I'm gonna look at myself and say, how can I get in the same vicinity as Tyler Perry? Or how can I get in the same vicinity as LeBron James or into this music industry? Because at the end of the day, I can't anymore. I'm 30 years old. I can't wait on anybody to do it. Everybody else is waiting on somebody to do something. Before any of us that's on this call got to be able to get on this call today, we had to first make a step. It wasn't somebody pulling your leg and saying, hey, do this. We're here right now. We're those people. So I want to say congratulations to everybody that's here because we're going to make history. That's and right. We're making history right now because we're making the change. And we're going to be able to touch those industries. Yeah, I'm proud to be a part of this group. I just want to say that.
Yeah, definitely. And let me say one quick thing real quick before we go into these slides. Man, it's so many of us, like it's millionaires, billionaires. And not anytime recent, like it been a lot of us. Why aren't, it seems like nobody really trying to make a change. Why isn't more of us being educated, on finances? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many rich Black people, period. I mean, like I said, millionaire and billionaire. What's going on? What, they scared? Or I mean, what's up? That's crazy. Like
I think what it is that, when it comes to that, you can make your money and advance yourself, in a very, very quiet way. It doesn't require you to have to go showcase anything, right? You can go and do your thing, whether it's you play stocks, you do for real estate, you do whatever. It can be done quietly, and I think we as a culture, we're so used to just being out there and being exposed and being known and showing off that not only do we want to make the money, but we also want to show off while we're making the money, right? And so what we do is very very low key. You only know what we do if we tell you. So sometimes a lot of people say, that's too boring or that's too whatever, and that again is a mindset. So if the way you're making the money is not loud and boisterous and out there, people don't want to deal with it, and that's also a myth. That if you're not loud and your progression,
you ain't
process,
independent or you ain't
who
successful.
knows about it,
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, so Jennifer says that our culture is "you ain't the boss of me" syndrome.
Oh, yes.
Facts.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah.
That's us. You know, I had a boss when I was growing up, and that was Dot Knight Crumley. That was the boss. You know what I'm saying? And I went on, and you know, you have to do what they say do. But in this generation now, man, I mean, you know, they don't want to hear nothing. And to be quite honest, it's kind of gotten on our generation as well. Like, you know, we've got to the point where we don't want to pay attention to anybody or anything, unless it's on social media. And we get so caught out there on social media, like all of that's real. And we're not willing to do our own research and find out what's going on. I mean, the fact that, you know, we talk about the IUL so much on here, as you call it, Trevor, the royal flush, that offers you protection, it offers you growth, it offers you safety. And you talk about that, man, and people just like, man, you know, it ain't the lottery.
Right.
I don't have no hope in that, you know. It moves slow, you know. If I win the lottery, I got $100 million right now, you know, versus, you know, by the time I retire, I may have $1 million. Why do I want to wait to have $1 million by the time I retire?
Here's what it is, Isaac. I think most people don't want to become wealthy for their families and themselves. They want to become rich for their friends and what they can show off and drive around in. You know, because if you can find a trade or find a career or find a field or an avenue or profession that makes you money and makes you wealthy, you know, in a quiet way, right? Most people don't want that.
Yeah.
Because someone that does that is doing that for themselves and their family, right? But most people, they want the fast money. Why? Because the fast money will help them show off for their friends and show off for their whomever, right? It's the mindset thing, man. It's all about what people understand. It's a conscious thing, okay? Because your conscience is what rules everything. And I mean, hell, it's like you're talking Spanish to some of these people sometimes when it comes to finances, right? They literally don't understand. And again, you don't have to understand everything or know everything, right? But if you have a drive to be better, if you have a drive to leave something better for your family and for your kids, then it will lead you to the proper avenue, proper vehicle to get you there. But if all you want to do is just shine, right? I mean, come on. But that's just again, that's the mindset of people.
Yeah.
So as we're getting ready to close out, we kind of wanted to talk about some things like to give. So we always talk about the financial education, obviously, but we wanted to obviously bring up some of the reasons why it should be a burden on us to not just waste our lives. I mean, this group firmly believes, and not just the guys talking, but the people that are on here in support, this group firmly believes that we weren't just raised to wake up in the morning, go to work, come home, and die to work for another company.
Right.
We were taught that this group believes that we should know about money so that we can use money for whatever ministries that you particularly have, whether that's helping youth, whether that's helping educate others. I mean, whatever your goal in life is, we want to create a financial wealth, a generational wealth for our family. So one of the things that we wanted to do in talking about Black history is talk about some of the things that's happened to us and why we don't have that. We really shouldn't be lackadaisical about what we have to do. There were 153 years. Tanisha, if you go on and pull that slide up. You know, we as Black people have just, you know, in the production meeting, I talked about my grandfather pulling Black people off of trees as a young man in Mississippi after his friends or family members had been lynched and having to cut them down and take the parts of them that was left and try to give them a proper burial, all that type of stuff. So these are the massacres that have happened, some of them, not all of them, but some of them that have happened to our people. And massacres are basically not just a random lynching here or there, but where whole groups of people, of Black people, were brutalized and destroyed and their lives destroyed and what have you. I think the next slide shows that roughly there were 7 massacres, major massacres a year that happened for 153 years.
Nah.
Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah, please. It's fine. I got you, brother.
Come on, cover me.
So hold on.
Brother.
So this is what happened. So for 150 and within 153 years, there has been 27 massacres in the Black community. And if you do the math on it, that equals 7 massacres per year. And we've only and if we were looking at times when we came here as slaves, that means the 400 years, 153 of them were
I see.
Were put on paper. Let's put it that way.
Got you. Right. The ones that were put on paper. Correct. So I mean, we've been slaughtered for so very long, and we don't have how long are we going to wait? And I want to say this as well. What we saw at the Capitol on January 6th, that ain't new. That's what's been in their heart for a long time. And what you saw on the Capitol, January 6th, that's real. And they came prepared with ties, zip ties, and a functional noose outside the Capitol. Now, if they were going to kill their Congress people and their senators, who's next?
Mm-hmm. I love what Jennifer said about in the chat there too. It says, the church teaches us that blessed are the poor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you know the scripture? Blessed are the meek, right? But that shall inherit the earth. Okay.
Beatitudes.
And people don't even people think that the word meek means what? Someone that's timid.
Right.
That's very, yes, sir. Yeah. No, the word meek, okay, it means to it's a highly trained reaction to all negative stimuli with love. That's what meek means. Okay. So in the Bible it says, blessed are the meek, for they shall what? Inherit the earth. Okay, it doesn't mean you're a poor person. It doesn't mean a dumb person, it means a person that attacks every negative activity with what? Love. That's what meek means. Okay, so a lot of these pastors aren't. Let me tell you something. Before you teach anything, all right, learn the root of the word. Okay,
right.
It's like us Jamaicans. I mean, I get it, us Jamaicans. Okay. Yeah, sometimes our words, y'all words, okay, like I had a guy, he went to the coffee shop, okay, he wanted to order some coffee. He goes, you want in the coffee shop, he goes, yeah, I want some coffee, okay, what size you want? I want a small. All right, cool. You want decaf or calf? I want decaf. He goes, okay. You want milk? He goes, yeah, I want some milk, but boy, I want almond milk. What the blood? You want almond milk? Almond milk? Yo, Kenny, the man saying, well, almond milk. No, you want almond milk? I thought you meant almond milk. No, so sometimes, the words people say, all right, no, boy, yo, the man saying, what, every man milk? Let's sell almond milk here, sell milk here, sell, cheese. No, so when you're teaching people, okay, they're going to take these things and run their lives with it. Please understand, okay, the meaning of the words that you're telling people, okay? Because there are a lot of people that actually believe that being meek, okay, means that you're timid, okay, that you don't have no fight in you, right? You're told what to do, you take it all. No, okay, a meek person, okay, is someone that is so highly educated and so highly trained, okay, that they don't even see anything negative. That's what the word meek means.
Basically, they like Delitha, because I'm telling you, that woman there, I done seen her in some negative situations before, and she just handles it so smoothly. And I'm sitting back there like, I'm like a pit bull. She's got me on a leash.
What queens do, Isaac.
I
That's
know,
what queens
Delitha,
do.
man. I'm just like, Delitha, please let me bite this dude or this woman. Please let a brother bite. I'm saying, you know, but she just, I'm telling you, that sister is meek as I don't know what, bro. Let me tell you.
Go. That's meek.
And she's growing to be wealthy. She's growing to be wealthy.
X.
She's growing to be wealthy. So let's talk about these inventors real quick, and we let everybody go.
All right.
Nisha, who are these? We want to talk about Black excellence. We want to end the show talking about historically with this Black history. We want to talk about some of our inventors here and just kind of close it down with that. So, man, Mr. Frederick Jones, I appreciate that, brother, because he's got the air conditioner in there. So
Need that.
We need that. Yeah.
Jay standing with the refrigerator, keeping my food cold. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, brother. Man, if it wasn't for Mr. O. Dorsey over there, we couldn't get out. We'd be locked in the room, brother. He invented the doorknob. So we'd be stuck, bro. What else can we say? What's the eye protector? I don't even know what that is.
You said eye protector?
There was on the previous slide, there was something that said eye protector at the very bottom, Pete Johnson. I have no idea what that is.
I know what that is.
Eye protector.
Thank you anyway.
Like goggles? I guess it's goggles. All right, we appreciate it. Hairbrush, I no longer need that, but we appreciate brother.
Definitely appreciate that.
Letter Newman.
Need that brush.
Need that. Dustpan.
The coin.
I've been hit a couple of times with a dustpan in my life, so I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess I appreciate it.
Elevator.
Man, look, it's amazing all the stuff we made. That's almost
Exactly.
everything. We done came up with pretty much everything.
The torpedo discharger. We even help people go to war. Look at that.
Right.
Yeah, y'all just gonna ignore the fact that there was the alphabet or medicine.
I see that.
Checks,
I see that.
paper,
Yeah.
civilization. We're just gonna ignore all that. Okay.
I see that.
Look, that's us. Alphabet. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Amazing.
Typewriter. Oh man. Long.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
If all these inventions do not fire you up to change the way you think about money, come on now. You know, you come on now. It can be done. All right. We are not the lowly people that need other people to tell them what to do.
Right.
Okay?
And we can unify and be financially educated and financially cohesive. We can do that.
Yeah.
And why would all of these amazing inventions, why would anybody want to have a problem with us?
You always have a problem with people you don't like or you're jealous of.
Right.
So.
True that.
True.
Facts.
But we just so awesome. It's crazy.
You know, I just want you guys to take those inventions and let them empower you, man. And let it show you that we are a force to be reckoned with. Okay. And if we could just get past the social media and the influence and the manipulation and the self-degradation of us, you are great people, you know, and
Great people.
there's
Awesome.
a wonderful mind inside that skull that if just imagine all the things that we do naturally because of who we are, our physique, how we're made. Can you imagine what can happen in your life financially if you just put that brain to use on the right topic, right subject? So, you know,
Come together.
yeah,
Work that brain muscle like you hit the gym. The brain is a muscle.
Yeah.
You gotta work that just like you work everything else.
Anything before we go off the air, guys? Anything, Patrick?
I have one last thing to say. Don't not, and I say it that way on purpose. Do not be afraid to be great, because that is your worst fear.
Yeah.
It is not the failure, because we know what failing feels like. It's the fact that you know you can be great. You just have to make the choice to be great.
Definitely.
Indeed.
Well said. All
And
right.
like Miss Jennifer says, Miss Jennifer been on it all night. But in the chat, the last one, Your money is a muscle too.
Yes, it is.
That's definitely true. And look, credit to Miss Delitha on that, because she always stressed that. Your money muscle. You got to learn how to learn. First off, learn what it is. Learn how you can operate it and put that thing to work.
Trevor, did you know Delitha was an honorary Jamaican?
Honorary? Yeah, I knew that.
You knew that? Because she sounds like a Jamaican at certain points in the presentation.
I knew that.
So she's an honorary Jamaican. I didn't know if you knew that. She
And you know
just
what
sounds
Uncle
like
Milk
it.
is.
You sure that wasn't me?
Angela, you 1,000,000% Jamaican. So I know that.
Right.
I know. So when I hear you on your presentation, Angela, I know that's 1,000,000%. But I'm saying only Delitha does it at certain points. It's not like it's like she's talking regular and then she becomes a Jamaican at certain points of the presentation, and then she flips out of it. So I didn't know if y'all. I tell y'all, the next meeting we have, I'll put it in the notes.
She's
Jamaican
been hanging
mode,
out with me. She's been
Jamaican
hanging out
mode
with me.
right now. Exactly.
All right, fellas,
Exactly.
that's it.
Yes, for sure.
Until next Tuesday, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all.
Meet again.
Go out there and be great, guys. Go out there and be great.
That's right. See y'all later.